Hey everyone, this is Drake Bell, and you're watching Childhood DVD Fan right here on YouTube.
How's it going, everyone? This is Childhood DVD Fan here. Have to be a little quiet because it's late at night. Anyways, I went to Salvation Army earlier today, and guys, I got a hell of a deal. I really got a hell of a deal. So let me just cover this up, so that way you guys can take a look for yourselves. Yeah, $8.58 for everything I'm about to show you. CDs were 99 cents. DVDs were, I think, $1.99. So, yeah. Let's get started. The first one here, and you can say whatever you want to say, guys, but this is my life, and these are hell of a deals, and there's bigger meanings behind things. First up here, we have Justin Bieber, My World. Now, this is the first CD that I saw, and I originally was going to pass on it. I thought about it, but I was going to pass on it, but then I saw something else that caught my eye, and I figured, why not get it? Because it's part of the collection, basically. So here's Justin, very young. I'm going to say he's like probably 14 there, somewhere in that range. Here's the spine. Here's the back. I believe that this was Justin's first album ever. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that this was the first one ever. Open it up. You got a picture of Justin there. It looks like this is in California. And then here's the disc itself. Let's take a look at the background. There's a picture of Justin. And take a look at this, guys. I mean, minty. Very minty. Just a few fingerprints, a few scratches, nothing crazy at all. So this is the first one. Quite frankly, people like Justin who are still relevant today, even though they don't really tour much anymore. And they've got, Justin's got his own mental health issues, which obviously, is not surprising at all. Because, someone like Aaron Carter, for example, what he did as a young teen heartthrob, Aaron kind of walked so Justin could run. Aaron had a lot of resentment that Justin had his struggles, but he had, help around him to kind of help him stay on track, at least in the mainstream media. Aaron, when he fell, he was pretty much left to his own devices, and he had some resentment towards Justin for that. Aaron made some rants over the years about Justin, and Justin did acknowledge Aaron years ago when Aaron was kind of doing his rants online. And Justin was like, Aaron Carter had your album when I was 7, and bumped the song Aaron's Party. If you need a hype man, let me know. Aaron's Party obviously came out before Aaron, but this is around the same age. And I don't have another Earthquake album, which I'm going to be getting that soon. And quite frankly, I need to get another, at least cover for Aaron, because you can see some of the white there. I never really liked that. And then there's some it looks like discoloration on the side, but I could be wrong. It kind of looks like sun faded a little bit. So, the disc I got for this is fine, but I got to figure out, cover and all that. And then I'm going to be getting a bunch of CD replacements as well. I'm probably going to order those tonight because, the first order that I did of those weren't the right ones. I never did an unboxing video of that. But I think I got the measurements right. I think next time it'll work out the way I want it to work out. So anyways, yeah, Justin Bieber, My World. So this came out in 2009. Yeah, I thought so. So that's the first one. This next one here, this was the one that kind of made me say, okay, I'll go for, the collection here. Justin Bieber, My World 2.0. This is the one that I definitely remember the most from his albums when I was a kid. Yeah, this is very nostalgic for me. Never had the album until today. But yeah, that picture is very synonymous. All right, guys, sorry about that. Had a call come in, but yeah, this is very synonymous with my childhood. So here are the songs. Obviously, Baby's one of his most classic songs, but the one that I listened to the most was Up. That's probably my favorite song from young Justin in general, even more than Baby or whatever, you know. Because, you know, Baby was, I don't know, somewhat cool, but even back then, you know, people got made fun of for liking Justin or really liking any of his songs. You know, he's more acceptable now, obviously, that he's not, you know, complete kiddie-ish or whatever. But this was classic Justin right here to me. This is when, you know, he was still quote-unquote innocent. He's definitely had some huge mental health struggles, and unfortunately gives off Aaron Carter vibes with that. Drake Bell vibes, you know. Mental health is not something to fuck around with, and this man is dead. Don't want Justin to be dead, or Drake or anyone else, because already bad enough Aaron's dead. Anyways, so here's the back. Very, very cool. I believe that's a, yeah. You can try to pause that if you want to try to rate some of those. Here's the disc, and once again, you know, some few fingerprints on this one, but very, very good condition. So yeah, this is the second one of this little collection that you'll see of Justin Bieber stuff. So next one here is Justin Bieber Under the Mistletoe. You know, it was so cheap. I mean, 99 cents. And, you know, I like Justin. I'm not like a diehard like I am with like Aaron, for example, or Drake Bell. But, you know, I respect Justin tremendously. You know, I kind of like the younger Justin, quite frankly, not really the Justin of now, because the Justin of now is kind of a mess, but it is what it is. Here's the back. You know, I gotta replace these freaking cases. CD cases are the worst. They really are. This came out, and by the way, this came out in 2010, I think. Yeah, 2010. This is 2011, so going kind of right in order. Yeah, 2011. Then here's the disc. Here's the back. And this one, I mean, come on, man. You know, it's like hardly any usage. I don't think whoever had these Justin Bieber CDs before really used them much, or really was a big Justin fan at all. I really don't think so. So, yeah. Now, this one, unfortunately, is a little bit disappointing after doing some research. This is the Justin Bieber. And by the way, this is the final Justin Bieber thing. Justin Bieber Believe. This one's kind of unfortunate because there's supposed to be a DVD with this, but the DVD is not in here. The CD is here. There's supposed to be a DVD right here, but instead there's this insert, which is one of the inserts after doing some research today. Some cool pictures of Justin from 2012. Very, very nice. And then there's, you know, it's kind of a funky design. In here, there's another insert. There's two of them. So here's another one. And this one actually turns into a poster. And some of the other Justin things, you know, over there turn into posters as well. But I didn't want to take the things out of their cases. But yeah, this one actually turns into a Justin poster. And then here it's got like the songs and everything. So very, very cool. This is backwards actually. There we go. So yeah. I would say this album, the Believe album, has like the most, you know, good songs on this album. I would say of all of them, because like some of the other, you know, younger albums of Justin only have a few songs that are really legendary. But this one, this one has a lot more legendary stuff on here. And then over here is where the CD is. And by the way, this CD I'll show you the front of the CD. It has to be one of the this has to be one of the most sensitive CDs. Take a look at this. See all those like fingerprint things. And by the way, that was not there when I first I scratched the CD just a tiny bit. I tried to use a little bit of saliva to try to get it out, and it ended up leaving like a dark patch. But take a look at this. I mean, I don't know why it's so sensitive, but once again, you know, for a slip cover kind of thing with a cheap cardboard patch, surprisingly, the CD has not too much scratches on it. But yeah, very disappointing, unfortunately, to learn that the DVD to this, because this apparently was a Target exclusive from what I read. This Justin Bieber deluxe album. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, whatever. So here's the front. This is the deluxe album. It's supposed to have a DVD in here, but it doesn't, which is fine. You know, it's not a huge deal. Probably won't even bother to try to get it. You know, 99 cents. You know, not a bad deal. But apparently, this was a Target exclusive because there is a regular jewel case for this, from what I saw. And then these two things here, which, you know, I've only discussed this very minimally on the channel, but I'm a huge wrestling fan as well. Professional wrestling fan. And, you know, that I had a whole other channel before I started this one that I still actively haven't go on there once in a while, but only my real close friends know what that channel is. I'll leave it up to you guys to find it. A few of you have found it, but not too many, thankfully. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a video for that channel as well. Anyways, because I want to have two different audiences for things I like. Anyways, first thing I got here. Now, these movies, they're WWE studio movies. Now, they have Blu-ray releases, and I, would prefer the Blu-ray over the DVDs. But I got these, quite frankly, because they really remind me of my childhood. And I never got them before, and they're just really nostalgic, and DVDs were only $1.99. I know there's better quality with the Blu-ray, but I got the DVD just for that nostalgic purposes. First one here we have is Legendary with John Cena, Danny Glover, then I think that's Patricia Clarkson. I really don't know anything about these two, but obviously John Cena. I have John Cena's autograph. So yeah, don't have the Blu-ray for this one. I don't. But, I saw the DVD there. I saw that the Salvation Army a few times, and I passed on it, but ultimately decided to get it today. So, yeah, some cool pictures from the movie. And, wonder what's coming next. Anyways, so, yeah, has an insert here and everything. I don't know if the Blu-ray versions have an insert, and I don't know if the Blu-ray versions have bonus features, but it wouldn't surprise me. And then this one just has like some fingerprints on it. Nothing crazy. Yeah. So, WWE 2010 is probably one of the most nostalgic years for me. I was 10 years old watching the WWE all the time. Saw the Nexus debut. Saw some crazy stuff that year. So, yeah. And then the last thing here, which wonder what this can be. Yeah, there's a Blu-ray for this one too. We got the Big Show here with Knucklehead. Saw this one a few times too. And ultimately decided to get it today because fuck it. I was hoping to find some Blu-rays for WWE at this, place because they had some WWE stuff, these two things, but no Blu-ray versions, just the DVD. I don't know if I've ever found a WWE thing at the Salvation Army. There used to be a Goodwill around my area, but unfortunately when the pandemic came in 2020, it knocked out that Goodwill. And man, that Goodwill was so good. It had so many good things in it. I got a bunch of WWE doubles one time from there. So yeah, and, I got jerseys from there, VHSs, all different kinds of stuff. Back in my childhood, I still remember the smell of that store. Yeah, I miss that store, man. Fuck the pandemic. It ruined it. So here's the insert. And I drove by that where the Goodwill used to be, because the Salvation Army is right, you know, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes away from where the Goodwill got knocked out was. The Salvation Army, thankfully for my childhood, still there. But, you know, I found a few things more recently at the Salvation Army than I did when I was a kid. I really didn't find much there as a kid at all. It's gotten a little bit better, but it's still not as good as that Goodwill, in my opinion. So, yeah, here is the inside. And Bobby J, you know, don't really know much about him. I know he had like a short-lived Cartoon Network show. It was on a WWE program around the time I think this movie came out. So, yeah. And then, yeah, ironically enough. So, yeah. Put that back in there. And, I've never watched Knucklehead the movie in Legendary full. I've seen clips like here and there, but never actually watched either movie. I would definitely, it doesn't take a genius to know that probably out of these two movies, Legendary is probably going to be a lot better. But I don't know. I haven't watched either one of them, and quite frankly, I want to watch both of these on Blu-ray. Maybe I can find the Blu-rays for these at some point. I'm not really motivated to actually go on eBay or Amazon or whatever and try to find them, quite frankly. But if I happen to run into them, I'll definitely get them and check out the movie then. This is just kind of for collection purposes and nostalgic purposes and DVD purposes and all that stuff from my childhood. It makes me smile when I look at these two. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is everything that I got from the Salvation Army today. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been Childhood DVD Fan. So long, everyone.
Hey, this is Jonathan Goldstein Walter from Drake and Josh. I just want to thank you for watching Childhood DVD Fan right here on YouTube.